What's up guys, Thank Yoda here, and today we're starting a new series called Road to Dark Matter. So this is starting in Cold War. Cold War just came out, and so basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be trying to get dark matter on my account, obviously, and for each gun that I get golden, I'm going to make a video reviewing it, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, its strengths, its weaknesses. And so today, for the first golden gun that I've gotten in Cold War, we have the XM4. Now the XM4 is the first assault rifle that you unlock in Cold War, and I decided that I wanted to start with assault rifles, because I already know that the launchers are going to be insanely hard, especially the China Lake, which I got a sneak peek at is going to be insanely hard, and I just felt like assault rifles would be a good standpoint and a good place to start because there's only 5. So the XM4 is kind of like your generic, obviously M4 assault rifle that is in most COD games. However, with the M4 in this game, I think that this M4 tends to excel at mid to long range, because a lot of the times I just kind of found myself, if I ran up too close to somebody or like I got too close in an engagement, I would just automatically lose. It doesn't help that everybody's running MP5s right now, but it also just kind of felt like I had no chance to win that gunfight. I also think that it's made for mid to long range because the recoil is easy to control, and I don't know if it's just the XM4 or this game in general, but headshots feel rewarding. It feels like when I shoot somebody in the head, I get a kill much quicker than I would just shooting them to the body. I also think that since there is a barrel attachment for the gun at like level 54, I believe, that increases damage, I felt like I should talk about that. So with the damage barrel, I felt like the recoil was really random and erratic, and like I couldn't really predict it or control it too well. However, it did allow me to win those gunfights up close. So I would think that if you're playing multiplayer consistently, or if you want to make 2 classes, one for small maps, one for big maps, then maybe the damage barrel would be something as more like if you're trying to treat the M4 like an SMG. But I just really think that it excels at the long ranges without the damage barrel. So now I'm going to show you guys my favorite class setup for the M4 and what I would recommend. Alright, so starting off with the reticle, we got the Microflex LED. This is, in my opinion, the best reflex sight, and it just makes it really clear. It's a really clear red dot, and it's my favorite. It kind of reminds me of the ELO from BO3. And so for our next attachment, we actually run the agency suppressor. So I like this because I like staying off the minimap, and then this also brings some vertical recoil control, and then there's actually, for the barrel, is a way that we compensate for that lost damage effective range and bullet velocity. So as I said, with our next attachment we have the barrel, which actually increases our effective damage range by a lot, because I don't really think that bullet velocity is too important in multiplayer, but I wanted to make up for the lost damage effective range from the suppressor, so I put on this barrel that increases it by 150%. Okay, so for our next attachment on the body, we have a 5mm laser sight, which increases our hipfire accuracy, and I felt like this was just kind of the best option in that category, because I do find myself in some up-close gunfights and I'd like to be able to hipfire instead of having to aim down sights, if considering that aim down sight speed may be a little bit slower since it's an assault rifle. And then for the grip, I just felt like the field agent grip was by far the best. It offers the vertical and horizontal recoil. I don't see a reason not to use it. I think it's an insane attachment, and I really like it on most assault rifles that I tried so far, so field agent grip is a must have in my opinion. Okay, next up we do have the 50 round mags, and this is because I felt like at ranges, in case I missed a couple shots, I did need some extra bullets. However, I didn't really need the reload speed, because like most of my engagements were mid to long range and I wasn't really fighting too much up close, so I just felt like I didn't need to have the faster reload speed. I just needed the bigger magazine in the first place. Now we also have the airborne elastic wrap, which I felt like the aim down sight speed was necessary because we had a couple attachments that decreased that, and I just needed a faster aim down sight speed in the first place. Except another big factor was the flinch resistance. So toughness from BO2 was a perk that I always ran. I love having flinch resistance, and it's so annoying to me when I flinch in COD and I can't prevent it, so this was an attachment that I just really thought was optimal for the XM4. And lastly, we do have the wire stock Basically, I run Gunfighter as a wildcard, so I was able to get one of each different kind of attachment, except I didn't really want to have another penalty when it came to the stock, so I just went with the base wire stock so that I got a little bit extra sprint to fire speed back, so that it kind of balanced out a little bit more, and that way I also didn't have a penalty for adding an extra stock. Okay, so to sort of wrap things up, I'd like to give every gun that I do a video on a final score out of 10 based on all factors. So what ranges it's effective at, how much I enjoyed using the gun, how easy it was to get it gold. So first of all, I'd just like to say it is impossibly difficult to get guns golden in this game. It takes a while to get the 50 enemies taking cover, and it's also going to take a while to do the China Lake and stuff like I said before. But anyway, I would like to give the XM4 itself a 7 out of 10. Now this is because it's not very good up close. I do really enjoy it at long ranges because the recoil is so easy to control, and I just think that it's how an assault rifle in a video game should be, and for that reason I give it a 7 out of 10. Now this doesn't mean that the XM4 is bad, and everybody has a different opinion. So some people may like the FFAR better than the XM4, and some may not. So the 7 is just a baseline for my personal opinion, and I think that there are some assault rifles out there that are better than the XM4. So now I want to give a couple tips on how I got the XM4 golden pretty quick. And basically this year with the camo challenges, it's not like there's too much to actually focus on. So the first couple challenges, headshots, kills, bloodthirsties, long shots, I found myself getting all these pretty naturally. So just by playing the game, I felt like I was able to get these 4 challenges done. Now once I got onto some of the ones where it was like kill 75 enemies that are detected by your score streaks or affected by your stuns, and the ones where it was like kill 50 enemies taking cover, is where I really ran into some trouble. So for the 75 enemies affected, I recommend running spy plane and using that as your main source of getting this challenge unlocked. So basically, as soon as you pop your spy plane, try and get as many kills as possible, and you just have to try and get 75 kills in total while your spy plane is active. For the 50 enemies taking cover, it was a little bit more tough. Basically, you have to try and get a perfect angle where you're killing 50 people off of a head glitch. I believe that the criteria for the whole taking cover is just that the enemy, you can only kind of see like their shoulders, maybe their head, maybe just only their head. They're behind some sort of cover and they're looking at you. So I believe as long as those criteria are met, it should count as an enemy taking cover kill. And then I don't have too much to say about the other camos because the double kills are fairly easy, and I feel like the rest just kind of came naturally. I had to focus a little bit, but the real tough ones were the spy plane ones and the taking cover. So thank you guys for watching this video. This is the first episode in the Road to Dark Matter series. I'm planning on uploading a lot more videos. Again, I'm starting with the assault rifles, so the next Road to Dark Matter video will be on the QBZ assault rifle and what I think on that. Alright, I have nothing else for you guys, so I'll see you in the next one. Peace.